All right. We are back. Welcome to another episode of Red Hill Racing Podcast. I'm your host, Ben Knight, the redneck equation of this, or part of this equation, and I'm here once again by your favorite hillbilly, Mr. Dustin Lee. How you doing tonight, Dustin?
Doing pretty good. We're doing this a little later than we normally do because I had to go kill some time in my life buying a truck, but we're after it. We're still giving people what they want.
We are officially after hours. I've had a few cocktails, y'all. This could be great, or this could be
Man, I had a drink to drink during this deal, and I did not bring it up here with me
right now. I will talk.
No.
I'm gonna do our due diligence.
I can get my old lady to bring it up here to me.
That's what we got going on with technology, right?
I can text downstairs. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. All right. First off, shout out to y'all, the listeners, the subscribers, the Patron drinkers. We appreciate y'all. Much love. Actually, I didn't even tell Dustin this. Subscribe for $5. Yeah, that worked. We had an existing subscriber. I'm gonna go ahead and showed him out. See, man, them cocktails kicking in, y'all. Shout out Logan Matthias. He upped his subscription to $5. Appreciate you, brother.
My man, I'm talking about.
He wasn't on $1 either. I think he was on $2. He was taking care of business from the get go. We appreciate.
That's my little homie right there at XT8. Respect. I like that.
Logan,
that's cool, man.
Is one of the coolest cats that you'll ever race.
He is.
That man. I don't know what it is. It's like he doesn't get rattled. It's like he's got the perfect outlook on racing, right?
Well, it ain't just his outlook on racing. He is that way about life.
Yeah, he's just got like a good outlook.
He just chill, man. Yeah.
Like, wants to win, wants to beat you, but like I don't think I've ever anytime I've ever beat him, which he's beat me plenty too, but like it's almost like he just won anyways. Just still happy. So anyways, shout out to Logan. Appreciate the re-up and everybody else that subscribes. We had a big giveaway winner last week, Dylan Clevenstein, University of Wynn member. Shout out. His hot streak continues off in on the track. Dylan chose the Mike Burkhart BMF Motorsports carbon fiber tank shell. So that also means, right, we got a Kevin Manchester Mines frame short neck service to still give away. Another $600-700 value going to one of you lucky subscribers. Whoop whoop. That's what I'm talking about. You still there? Did you go get that?
Yeah, no. I didn't go. Sorry, I was reading something. Somebody sent me something very interesting in a text message, and it had me like bumfuzzled for a second.
I thought I lost you for a second. All right. Shout out to our sponsors. We appreciate y'all because y'all have given.
Yeah, we do appreciate y'all
to the podcast through giveaways and support. So yeah, we appreciate y'all a lot. And that would be shop with these companies, y'all. BMF Motorsports, University of Wynn, Energy Coil, Night Marketing Group, Hard Times Parts and Service, Montgomery Motorsports, Manchester Mines, Schnitz Racing, Platinum General Services, MTC Engineering, Penske Racing Shocks, MPS Racing, and Worldwide Bearings. Also, quick note, all the school members
wasn't the daughter, it was the wife bringing the beer, but we got it.
Said hi.
Ben said hi, Tamara.
We're live. Hello.
I don't know if you could hear, but she said hello.
Yeah, we got Tamara on the podcast, a little bit of background. So special little note. What the school members get?
It's a Bahama Mama Club Tails drink from the gas station that I bought the other day.
That now sounds no longer good.
It's really good, and I bought it just for this. That's all reason. I ain't drunk alcohol since my blood pressure stuff. I was like, I'm gonna drink this in the podcast.
One of them be good for it. We'll work through
it. Thin that blood out a little bit.
That late night podcast after hours. You might get Darnell up on here. Damn, I don't forgot what I was saying. Not safe for work, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah. Pop a top again, hell.
Y'all might really, for real, get Darnell. Oh, maybe. I know what I was saying. All right, it came back to me. All our University of Wynn members had a special treat last week. We had the one and only Eric from MTC Engineering, special guest on the school weekly call. He dropped an hour's worth of knowledge from basically going through how all the clutches work, how they work, why they work, X equals Y, Y equals Z, like how to set it up, how to make changes. Like it was super informative. Like I thought, sorry, I can't be saying like too much, you know.
Oh, it's all right. It's all right. It's all right.
But I thought I knew a decent amount. I didn't know shit, but now I'm well equipped. So thank you to Eric. Y'all are missing out. I'm just saying, missing out on some good stuff there.
No kidding.
Anyways, we have, let's see, you had big weekend SDBA last weekend. I had a little quick day trip to Bud's Creek for King of the Creek. What else? And then we had some red hot NHDRO action. So
yes, sir.
What do you want to start with? NHDRO, SDBA? What do you think?
We can do. I have SDBA stuff kind of pulled up.
Let's rock with it. Let's go with it. This was what, second to last event of the year?
Yeah, we got one more left. And what I'll do is I'll just kind of go over the winners, and then I'll maybe touch on my weekend personally, and then we can go to your weekend at the creek, and then we can go. I can be looking up some NHDRO stuff while you're doing that.
Okay, we got a game plan. We did it on the fly, so
yeah. So the first class winner, which is coincidentally the Hard Times Parts and Service Street ET class, was won by Mr. Jordan Weiss. I don't know. I've never really asked him how he says his last name. It's Weiss. But anyway, it's Jordan.
Yep.
And ironically, I'll go ahead and touch on this. I raced Jordan's second round in Street ET, and I was fresh off a red light buyback, and they have first or second round buybacks. And Ben seen the slip. As a racer, you know, this old boy done everything he was supposed to do in life. And I was 0125 on the tree. Going down through there, you know, I'm out on him. His bike actually gets nitrous near the finish line, so he started making a move. I rolled out, took 002, no good. I dialed a 591, went an 89 with a 3. He was 0127 on the tree, and he broke out as well and went a 94 with a 6 off a 96. I took 002 stripe, and I broke out 002 and some change more than he did. I would have had to like take 000 or give it back to win. And when you leave and you know you have a good light, that is not the plan. But I ain't mad at it. It was his day. When it's somebody's day, you can't touch them. That's their day. You know, that's how it is. Snitch racing.
That's a free taste, by the way. You start getting into a little detail. That's some of the stuff we talk about with the school. We go in depth with our racing and plans. And if I'll put it like this, if that did not make sense to you, then you need to go
holla. We take care of you.
If that made perfect sense to you, then yeah, you got some stuff going on.
You know, a little bit. Yeah. There's still more to learn though. Come on over.
Come on. All right, rock with it.
Snitch Racing Proving Grounds. The winner was Dustin Fondner, and this class is cool. You show up, you got your gear, you got your bike, you go take in, costs nothing to do so. You get to practice, learn how to race, you know, get your feet wet, and you can win a little SDBA plaque, trophy, license plate thing. And I've never seen anybody disappointed. It's always cool to see people I've never seen before that's probably local to that track just show up and give it a shot and have fun. That's one of my favorite classes.
And shout out to Schnitz Racing, who not only sponsors the series in Top Gas, but they also picked that class up last year when Sonny and the team created it. And man, like this, in my opinion, this is the only real beginner's class. Like some people say Street ET ain't no beginner's class.
Street ET, I was 012, take 002 stripe to lose. So get out of here with that beginner class crap. I kept telling her about, I'm like, this was Street ET, guys. Like, this is Street
actually, when you sent it to me, I assumed it was Pro ET.
No, it was Street. It hurt my soul. But
I pulled up the photo that you just referenced, and man, like, we got some kids and some happy people in there. Was it the runner up in there too, man? I don't know. There's some happy people in there. Yeah,
it was very cool. And they cruised around the pits. They was them two, you know, the Proving Grounds racers are all like just eager and so excited when they call their class up, and they're just fired up. They're usually up there early, and it's just cool to watch, see them, you know, them racers get to learn the ropes, and you never know, they might get the bug or get hooked, and before you know it, they're out there running Street ET, Pro ET, 6.0 Index, whatever they feel like they want to try, and it grows the sport. Like I think every series needs a proving grounds. That's like a entry
100%.
level. Come out, hang out with your friends, watch some cool motorcycles, try it yourself. And the perk of it is it costs them nothing. Like it is just come race,
I agree 100%. Like this is a type of stuff that is what's going to keep propelling our sport and actually just kind of keep it around for years to come. Because if you don't have something like this, like how do you get new racers, going? Like not everybody gets into junior dragsters. So it's a way to get new people into it.
Yep. And then we're going to step back to Friday night. The Hard Times Parts and Service no box winner was Mr. SDBA himself, Sonny Vick. He raced Wes Brown in the final. I can't remember how the race went down, but Sonny prevailed in that race. I think Wes might have went red, actually.
Shout out to our boy, Wes Brown.
Yep, homie. And then Friday night's 57 Motorsports True Hand Clutch ET class was Reginald Glass.
I think it's Reginald.
Reginald Glass. Yeah, my bad.
Sorry,
yeah, sorry, buddy. He won that, which the True Hand Clutch Street ET. It's Street ET rules, but you can't have a Gen 2, all that jazz. It was missing a few racers. I think it was like 6 or 7 low, but it worked out. And then on Saturday, the 57 Motorsports True Hand Clutch Street ET class was won by Fitzy Bowman himself. Now, we were all ecstatic about Fitzy winning. I was up there waiting on Sonny for the Super Comp final myself, and everybody cheered when Fitzy won, myself included. And then I was being the joke.
You there?
I'm like, why don't y'all cheer like that when I win? And they said we wouldn't have no voice left. I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah. Are you there?
Yeah, sorry, I went blank for a second. It's all good.
Oh, but
ironically,
okay, my bad. Oh, okay.
A video of that winners.
Oh yeah, everybody cheering. Yeah, it's very cool. And MTC Engineering Super Comp was won by yours truly. I raced Sonny Vick in the final. Sonny decided to leave in gear 2. Wasn't
Are you serious?
Yeah, he didn't put her in first. I thought he spun, and he's like, "No, I think I was in. I think it was in second." And I'm
high
like,
gear leave only.
Yeah, and then while it's there, it's one picture, one deal here. The Snitch Racing Top Gas was myself as well.
Double down, doubled up.
Yeah, it was. Man, that bike, like the Top Gas hot rod, everybody knows that I've done some clutch maintenance that I haven't done. Like I've changed some things, and I was really risking it on those 2 bikes in the Pro Tree stuff. I was 00 both bikes 2 or 3 rounds in a row, really flirting with the old red eye. I think my worst lot was 023 in either race together. So that was pretty cool. I had a good time. Got, since we're talking about it, I'll just make this part of mine too. I was not feeling good. I don't know if maybe driving down Thursday and Friday, everything going on, that I just overdid it, but I was so tired all day long. And, but as for some reason, being those, when I'm tired and I can't think, I seem to race good. So I just raced and tried just to live through it, and worked out. We move on to, this is going to be Pro ET, MPS Pro ET was won by Nick Bowling.
Wait,
Nick,
senior.
This is senior. I'm getting to junior next.
Shit, my bad. Spoiler.
Very, very cool. If you don't know Nick Bowling, he had a tick got him, Lyme disease, been real sick for a while, and he's still not back, but he's better. And old school got it done in Pro ET. And then his son, Nicholas Bowling, come in and won Ultra Sportsman, sponsored by BB Racing, which is 6.0 Index, if you're not familiar. That was cool. Father and son getting it done. Good people, man, like the old man, Nick Bowling, me and him talk all the time. And great, just a good friend of mine, and just a genuine lover of the sport. And his son is going to be the same exact way, which already is. I kind of photobombed their winner's circle picture, and good people. And then we get to Dave's Auto Body V Twin, and it was won by Randy Hamons. And Randy raced a local friend of mine, works with my wife, Mr. Steve Clark, on the Shadow Shaker.
Steve, what's up?
Yeah, we call his 750 Shadow the Shadow Shaker. And
by the way, Steve cannot hang with Darnell, not even close.
No. Steve can't hang with me, I don't think. There's times we have a good story about we
man, we got a good story, but we're not.
We was at Silver Dollar one time, and no, not that story. Your story is definitely not worthy of this, but well, it is, but it's too much. But my story was at Silver Dollar, and we were all hanging out in the evening or whatever, and we go to bed, and I'm laying in my bed going, "Surprise, motherfucker!" Just kept saying it, and he was dying. Oh, that's the video. Don't you let that play. And I think that's it, right? On Friday night, the Hard Times Parts and Service Friday night box winner was in the final was Bailey Miles. She runnered up, and she raced Nathan Wall, and Nathan won. Bailey was the one that beat me in the semis. I was 3 red, 003 red. I really don't know what to say. I was 017 in the right, and she wanted the right, and I was like, okay. I went to the left, didn't change nothing, 003 red. So whatever. I was on the trailer. And I was kind of rooting for her to win. She hasn't got the win yet, and Sonny has a special check for her when she does, and she still ain't got it. And I was kind of like thinking maybe this was the one for her. Now, nothing against my boy Nathan. Great guy, good friend. He's won a few times. I was ready to see Bailey get it done, but she let me down.
She's a tough racer. She's
super good person too. So nice, so polite. She runs the lanes between her racing. She comes and does the card stuff for us and keeps us moving. And she works while she races and does, she just does it to help the sport, and she does a really good job. That's pretty much all the class stuff. I do want to mention something that's kind of cool. And Top Gas, Evan and Richard Stevens qualified 1 and 2. Good friends of mine. Evan went to a Holly, got him all dialed in. The bike's been great for Top Gas all year. His dad, Richard, he put a fuel tech on his bike over the winter. He's been fighting gremlins, and they figured it out that it was low voltage. Luckily, I had a P10S in stock, stuck it on there. His bike was great the whole weekend, so we got it figured out. Yeah. So that was kind of cool. Let's see. I think that's pretty much the gist of the weekend. I don't know if anybody's seen the video. The little bit of entertainment on Saturday night was Sonny getting his butt kicked by Billy Warren's kid. That kid really gave him a right hook to the chin. In the video, you can't hear it, but in person, it popped when he hit him. I'm like, wow, like this kid's mean. And Billy told him, he's like, the only way you're going to get him to stop is hurt him. I was like, well, you can't hurt a kid. Like, he's a kid. But anyway, I think that's kind of it for the SDBA deal. If you want to King of the Creek
one more little shout that we can do. Of course, it's our podcast, so we'll do what we want. But
that's right. Whatever we want.
Give another extra little shout out to the good old University of Wind, because your fearless SDBA leader, I'm gonna go ahead and tell, he joined up 3 weeks ago, and dang if he ain't found the winner's circle, right?
Seems to happen a lot. We get new entries into the school. Shortly after, they get after it. Things happen. I mean, I'm not saying that it's a coincidence. I'm not saying that it ain't. It's very ironic that happens often. I'm just saying they must be learning things.
I did not, I didn't clear it with Sonny, but you know what? I'll ask for forgiveness, and I don't think he'll mind.
No, we talked about it, that he was in the university at the track. So
yeah, well, good. And I don't think he'll mind, but he shared with our private group, because we have a private Facebook group for the school too, that we kind of share stuff back and forth. Anyways, he said, he said it. He said it himself. He said, what was it? He went to 2 finals, right? 1-1.
Yeah. He and actually he went to 3 finals this weekend.
Okay, yeah. So
he won 1 and runnered up twice. Yeah, so he runnered up in Street ET, and then runner up to me, and then won the no box shootout.
Yeah. I think that's what his post basically said, right? Was,
Yeah.
hey, just was struggling all year racing personally,
Yeah.
and joined up and went to three
He,
finals and won one, and he asked us coincidence.
I
So
think
that was
not.
cool.
He said coincidence. I think
Yeah.
not is exactly what he said. And it's, I mean, look, you may think you're the greatest racer in the world, but there's things that we might talk about that might remind you or refresh you of things that you forgot or you just don't think about no more. And I'm one of them. There's things that Ben's brought up to me, and I'm like, shit, I'm sleeping on that. Like, I forgot about that, because I call it a rut, just like life. If you do the same thing over and over and over, you get in a little rut and you don't want to get out of it. Well, everything you do, I mean, obviously, I don't do fitness well, but when I do go on a diet and I get in a routine of doing exercises and getting on the treadmill, it happens. So you got to get out of that. You got to climb out of the rut and try to stay on top of it. So,
well, and it was cool too because and I believe I said this in our private group too, sometimes you just need a change of pace, a kick in the ass, whatever you want to call it. But, you may have gotten complacent in your racing and not even realized it. So, hey, you're gonna get a monthly membership, put a little cheddar in there. It kind of means a little bit more. And like Dustin said, obviously we are super proud and feel like you get way more than your money's worth. So, you sign up and you got a little money on the line. So go learn a new thing or remind yourself. And yeah, anyways, I just had to give Sonny a special shout out. And he didn't wait but one day to message me and say, so about that medallion. I was like, bro, it's Monday afternoon. It's on its way. So Sonny picked himself up University of Win winners medallion. Every time a member wins, they get a special medallion. So all right, that's enough of that. What's next?
it's on you on the King of the Creek info. And then I have the NHDRO Brian Welch page pulled up that I can scroll down and give you the stats that Brian has give me.
All right, perfect. So first off, King of the Creek. I went to it last year. I believe they actually had one last year. This year they had two. So went to it last year. It's a car race. They do allow bikes to run with the cars in their respective classes, so that's cool. So I really like it. It was a fun event last year, so I want to go. Anyhow, long story short, I told my buddies, the Squirrel, Jimmy Miller, and Brandon Bachmeyer, that I was going to meet them up there and race. Life, work, all the above. It got busy and interesting and unexpected. So last week just was crazy. Didn't get up there when I wanted to or planned to, but hey, that happens. So I just made plans to head up Saturday and race with the boys and see what we could do. Also, shout out and a slight apology to my boy Jimmy Miller. He said we was riding him real hard on one of the last podcasts, so we did not intentionally mean to ride you, brother. That's
Squirrel. It'll be okay. We love you, Squirrel. I was talking in the day. You know what's worse than us riding him on a podcast? He sent me a picture of damn blue crabs a little bit ago. I don't want to hear it, bro. That's even worse. You're messing with the fat guy's emotions. Yeah. No, hell no. He's a bully.
Dustin's some bullshit. Apologizing. That's why he was getting back to you. But anyways, shout out to Squirrel. If we rode you too hard, buddy, we just want you to do your best and have fun. Anyways, look, I ain't gonna lie, Squirrel, when it comes to luck of the draw, I mean, this man can lay down 15 total and not even like be in the picture. Like when it comes to bad beats and you laying down a good package, Jimmy does get a ridiculous amount of those. That being said, it seemed like Jimmy was still having that happen this past weekend because he was there Friday racing. And Saturday it happened again. Just getting bad, tough beats. Anyways, in my typical fashion, I don't know what you call it. I mean, I'd like to say some of it's skill and some of it's just dumb, funny luck, y'all. I'm not going to go into too much detail, but I will say this. There was one pass where I told myself I needed to be a little late or a little slow because I just turned it red on one entry and I was running two. I was a little bit slower than I'd hoped. I was 138 to be exact on the tree, which in a car race, and I don't care whether you're hitting the bottom or the top, I was 138.
0.138?
0.138.
Yeah, you deserve to drive home.
No, I won that round.
What?
And
oh my God.
To hear how, yeah, Jimmy, I couldn't even show him the ticket.
Oh, he was probably wanting to stab you in the neck.
Anyways, like I'm agreeing with you, Jimmy. Dustin's agreeing with you. You had some shitty luck, bro. You hit some tough ones.
Yeah, actually, and Ben's got the best damn luck.
Shout out to my boy Brandon too. Brandon raced at the time of these, I think it was third round or whatever, in his dragster. Raced the points leader because they did a points series in King of the Creek this year because it's 2 races. He was racing the whatever. Actually, the guy ended up winning. I do remember. So he was racing the current points leader for the 2 race series, and laid down 14 total, and lost. That guy was 10 total.
Wow,
did everything right. Anyways,
if you had Jimmy stuff, you'd win a whole event. Just because it was you. For some reason, they just be ducking on you or something.
Well, I can't, like I said, y'all think we're full of shit. I can't tell all the secrets. That's for tomorrow's school members. I will say that.
You had a routine. I got you. Okay, that's university stuff, guys. He had that's on the trimmers, when Kevin Bacon took off running, I got myself a plan. That's what Ben had.
Myself a plan, y'all. It was good. And it worked. Like, literally, I laughed my ass off from the moment I got that time slip. Actually, from the moment my wind light turned on to the moment I went and made a new friend, new friend, new neighbor. After that, this young kid with a dragster was watching me laugh my ass off after that pass when I got back. He was like, couldn't figure out why I was laughing so much. So I went and showed him, and then he had a good old laugh too. Anyway,
by the way, if you haven't watched the OG Trimmers with Kevin Bacon, shame on you. Just going to say that. That's a classic.
Classic for sure. So anyhow, my weekend, I started with 2 entries, went red in second or third round. I think I was like 00 red, just getting after it with them cars. They laid down some nasty packages, followed it up with that big green light. And then I think I won 2 or 3 more rounds. We had a couple rain delays off and on. I'm talking like 30 minutes, put your stuff on, drive back up, sprinkled, go back 30 minutes, drive back up. Like, this happened like 3 or 4 times.
Those are the worst, ain't they?
Like, literally, I packed my shit up once. Anyways, finally, it was 4th or 5th round. I think we were down to like 10 or 12 cars. So anyways, when I lost, I was not 100. I had an okay light. I'll put it like this. I was 48. The guy was 30. And he ended up being 39 total. So I couldn't have won it, but I was, aside from my 138 light, I had pretty good lights and packages after that. So,
I mean, you was in Maryland, right, at King of the Creek. Yeah. So the only thing I could have told you if it rained it out, shame on you for not going and grabbing some foxy fish.
Well, it didn't end up in, hold on a second. I'm getting ready to smack this fly on the microphone. I got him, dude. This thing.
Dude, we get them so bad in our house too, because my neighbor has cows and horses, and it's just like flies show up.
I'm in the garage cave, but yeah, that little son of a gun. I got you, man. All right. Sidetrack. Yes. So no, it was a 1-day trip. Me and Uncle Walt, we ran up and then ran back. I told Brandon, I said, we win this race, I'm gonna stay and party all night, and if anything less than that happens, I'm going home. So went home. So that was my quick King of the Creek. Like I said, it's fun event. Wesley and the whole Maryland International Raceway staff. What else do you say about them? Well run. So it was good. And let's hit some NHDRO. I thought about it. I just, like I said, it wouldn't have worked. I thought about coming to see Brian in the crew, but that's okay.
Well, if everybody don't know or haven't realized yet, me and you both, I mean, I just have my regular parts job and then the podcast job and the university job. Ben has like 17 jobs, so he's way busier than me, and I feel like I'm busy, so I don't even know how you do it. But sometimes it's best for us just to do what's best for ourselves and our situation. Even though we want to do things more, you just can't do it all. To be honest, I quit running all these series because I had to do what was best for me and my family. You know what I mean? Even though I still love the series, I don't attend no more. Just physically, nobody does what I do. Like, nobody runs 2 and 3 series. And, well, I run 2 series in my local tracks, try to, all I can, because we need those guys too. There's just not enough dusting to go around. I try. I mean, I know I'm thick and everything, but dang.
Oh man.
So real quick, this is just the results that I can get. Like, we don't get formally anything sent to us, so I'm just going to scroll through Brian's page and try to just go over the winners that I can tell you.
Yeah.
University of School student Michael Small, winner of Saturday's Dennis Insurance Agency Street ET.
He also was runner up in the no box shootout on Friday.
Yes, he was.
Street ET shootout.
Next one down, Mr. Doug Fisher, winner of Saturday's Schnitz Race and Top Gas, and he raced Tom Clemmy, who was the number one. Tom Clemmy runner up. Donnie Emerson was the number one qualifier.
Legends right there, boy.
Yeah, all the OG
oh my goodness.
NHDRO racers right there. Like, that's the OGs. And this one here I like. This is my homie, Greg Mallet Magnet. Winner of Saturday's MPS Pro ET. Greg raced Tom Clemmy in the finals. Sounds like another Clemmy final. It was back-to-back for Tom on those two.
That's surprising that he didn't clear one of those. But
we're not done yet. So
those are oh wow, okay. Well, spoiler
I don't
alert,
know.
I guess.
I don't know. We'll go find out.
I don't know either.
Another great
good racers. I don't want to slight them either.
Yeah, another batch of people here I like. So Ryland Rowe, the Rowe boys, Saturday's quick comp. Ryland went against, again, Greg Mallet. And number one qualifier was Dave Page, the legend. Mr. Zebra Cake.
Yep.
Okay. Joe Clemmy was the winner of Saturday's Dirty 30. He went to finals against Ryland Rowe. Number one qualifier was Rodney Wells. Sunday's MPS Pro ET was won by Tyler Fisher. The boy took this one. Yet again, raced Greg Mallet in the finals. So Greg was in 2 finals.
Man, names.
This one's a good one for me. Chad Smith, customer of mine, tuned his clutch, worked with him. Customer. Yep. Dennis Insurance Street ET winner on Sunday. He raced Jacob Marshall in the finals. Chad's a good dude. He's been doing really well all year. We put the clutch in. He was inspired to learn the clutch, so I explained how things worked, and he has run with it. I know I've helped. I know I've helped tune it, but he has got it to where he wants it for himself, and that's what it takes to be great, in my opinion.
Wow.
All right, so 16-year-old racer Preston Dykes was winner of Sunday's Advanced Sleeve Dirty 30. He went against Joe Clemmy, which is a huge 16-year-old racer taking out a huge big-name racer. Ryland Rowe was number one qualifier, and I do want to point out that this guy
what you're going to point out because I
is riding a stock wheelbase ZX14, bro. Like, I mean, if it's got a cheater arm, maybe, but it looks stock to me. Like,
I will say this: in the picture, it does have an air shifter, so you made it a little easier. But bro, that bitch is stock.
And to go race, one of the Clemmys in the final and win is huge. Like, that's a big accomplishment.
So
great job.
He's got a stock clutch in it too. That's wild.
Yeah. So Saturday's number one qualifier in Top Gas got it done on Sunday's Snitch Race and Top Gas. Donnie Emerson, he raced the GOAT, Jeremy Teasley, in the final. Number one qualifier was Dave Page. Let's keep going here. Oh, here we go. Michael Cassidy, winner of Sunday's Quick Comp, Dave Page Racing's Quick Comp. Michael went against number one qualifier in the final, Jeremy Teasley. Yep, the GOAT again.
Wish I don't know. I was going to do a GOAT sound. It wouldn't have worked.
Then they posted a bunch of points, and there's going to be some shootouts. I got to find. Maybe there's not no shootout results on here. I don't see them. So that might be pretty much how the cookie crumbled.
I do see that Doug Fisher won an ET shootout on Friday.
Okay. We do know that Michael Small runnered up in the no box shootout. I don't know who he raced in the final. Oh, I think it was no, he raced Joe Holt. I think it was in the final of the main race that he won. So I don't know.
Here in a second. Hold on.
Yeah.
Here, I found it. Oh no, that's Saturday. Shit.
Yeah, I didn't see it. I rolled through it pretty quick.
All right. Friday night box shootout winner Doug Fisher. Runner up Joe Clemmy. No box shootout. Winner, Mark Parmenter. Runner up, Michael Schmalley. And top gas shootout. Your winner, Dave Page against none other than Tom Clemmy.
That's cool. That's
So
very cool.
by my count, I think Tom Clemmy got 3 runners up, so 3 finals. Joe Clemmy won 1, runnered up in 1. Doug Fisher won 2 races. Box shootout.
There was a whole lot of re-saying the names in that whole deal because they all were good racers and on it.
Yeah, that's some badasses. That look, we raced a lot of places. That's tough racing, y'all. And all those names are tough. So we don't want to quite officially call it, but feel free to check out Brian. There are some super tight points battles going on.
One of which me and you are personally excited about. If the points are accurate and there's no errors, there's one that we're very proud of
for that. We believe that NHDRO has crowned all their champions, but they kind of have a 2-day grace period to double check. And there's 2 close ones. There's one that's decided right now by half a point, and that would be, who was it? That was Pro ET, correct? I just lost it. Pro ET, yeah. That would be Tom Clemmy besting David Bashara by a half a point in Pro ET, if these are correct. So we're going to wait for those to get finalized. And then, as Dustin was alluding to, our University of Wynn school member, Mr. Michael Schmalley, seems to have Butch England beat by 10 points. So that's awesome. We're just bragging on Michael. He joined the school, had been struggling with some things. It's always been a good racer, but
Michael has been a great friend of mine and a customer, and I think he's a good racer, and he just needed to get the monkey off his back.
Yeah. And boy, did he did, with a win at the last race, followed up by back-to-back Street ET finals and wins, and then got enough points on Sunday to what looks like seal the deal. So super excited for those to go final.
Not to cut this one short, but there's something I remembered about SDBA I want to point out. And this weekend, Sonny's dad, Lynn Vick, announced all weekend, and he done a absolute great job. Nice. He was a stat guy. He didn't ramble. He really just cut it to what was going on the racetrack and called us up. And I just want to say that he done a good job, because he feels like we're all just saying it, but he really did do a good job. And I'm hoping that he does it more often, even though it's probably miserable for someone of his generation to sit around all day. They're not really much sitters. They like going around and doing things, but he did a great job, called the race all weekend, understood what he said the whole time. He surprised me. He done a really good job.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's cool to hear, and I'm sure it was a good time for sure.
Yeah.
Couple last minute things I just happened, like I said, go check out Brian's Facebook and see all the NHDRO what we think are the champions and all, and they'll be finalized this week for sure. So congrats to all those. It just, when I hit home, anyhow, long story short, popped up the Dave Page Racing quick comp points, which is 880, right? It's 880 index stock.
Yep.
It just happened to pop up. Man, the GOAT, he was laying it down this year. It looks like out of 5 possible races, he went to 5. Out of 5 possible races, he went to 4 finals, won 3 of them, and then kind of the outlier was what looks to be 1 race he lost first round. So he was working on a perfect season there, pretty close, not too far off.
Yeah.
One last thing. So it's coming, y'all, but and this is just part of it, I reckon. Uncle Walt's World, yeah, it's there's some stuff in the works for sure. So
I've been waiting.
I know. Y'all feel.
I went on the YouTube channel the other day and just browsed around. And I was like, well, still the same videos.
1 or 2, yeah. We're slowly.
Yeah.
But here's the funny part. Uncle Walt wanted me to make sure y'all know, and I'm kind of torn to say this. Y'all better be respectful of Darnell sleeping off his hangover Friday morning. Apparently, there's a big sausage gravy cook-off Friday morning XDA between none other than Uncle Walt and Streaker, a.k.a. Uncle Jimmy. So
it sounds like Dustin's going to be eating some damn gravy.
It sounds like hundreds of people are going to be, because Uncle Walt made me promise him I was going to air this out on the inner tube. Yeah.
Oh my Lanta.
They got $100 on the line apparently.
I'll say this:
bet that
I've watched Uncle Walt whip up some damn really quick sausage gravy, and every time he's done it, it's been fire. Just saying.
I mean, it is good. Streaker, Uncle Jimmy, representing the Northeast. Man, I'll tell you what, I've never had his sausage gravy, but that man can cook for sure too. So don't get for on that.
I think I ought to be like a VIP judge of this because
sure.
I'm biscuits. Like
as if I didn't have enough people coming by the pits, we're gonna invite everybody for sausage gravy.
Well, you're going to get sausage gravy on Saturday morning. It sounds like, but don't you be coming by Saturday night.
Yeah, for sure. Oh yeah, that's I was sworn to get that out there. So
that's out there.
All right, is that all you got, man?
What is Walt saying? Man-made drugs and God-made weed. Stay high and stay happy. That's what he said.
Uncle Walt. Uncle Walt's World. Look it up. Content come in. I'm just gonna let y'all know the stickers are in the works. We should have some Uncle Walt's World stickers at that last XDA. You can pick them up at the Gravy Cook-Off. Well,
I don't know. My box will have one stuck on it before the weekend's over with.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get you hooked up. All right, that's all we got for tonight. It is 10 o'clock. We gotta go live our life, y'all.
I'm gonna tell y'all something. Y'all. Make sure you subscribe and Quantity 5. Thanks, Logan.
There you go. All right, y'all. We'll talk at y'all next week.
Peace.
See you.